When it comes to wellness and success, I always say that it's a rounded and grounded approach. And indeed, the people and my own life, when I am mostly successful and mostly well, is when I have a rounded and grounded approach that takes in my mental, physical, emotional, everything, vibrational being. And I always start with where I'm at. What's going on for me now? And then I seek to bring that somewhere else. It's all vibrational. And in these last posts and the next few, I talk about how 95% of our thought processes are subconscious. You see, Eastern medicine believes that our thoughts set our energy frequency, and then the blood and the body follow. So when you think about that, if your thoughts are negative, put down thoughts and beliefs, if you don't accept yourself for who you are and what you are right now, if you can't love yourself, warts and all, well, then you're going to be in what's called fight or flight, because it's self-acceptance that sets the foundation for you trusting yourself and then trusting the world. And when you don't trust things around you, when you feel there's a bit of a threat, well, that's what puts you on guard, and that's what triggers that stress response, and that's automatic and on all the time. So in this post, I talk about Bruce Lipton. Bruce Lipton was a cell biologist who really, from his research, discovered that it's in the cells. It's not in the DNA, it's in the cells. It's our environment that affects our cells, and we can affect our environment by the thoughts we think and the actions we take. So he talks about 3 ways of helping to change the thoughts, change the vibration in your energy. And one is conscious thinking. But given that conscious thinking is just 5% of your whole overall thinking, that's not a lot of your thinking time. The key is to get to the 95% of the thinking. Now, those 5% though, those conscious thoughts will vibrate into your energy and eventually become a subconscious automatic thought. So to keep them positive and focused on the now, we'll then send them in and they will become a positive focused on the now script. Challenge to that is that when we're stressed and overstressed, we go right back to the early thoughts, and they're the ones we need to change. And they are subconscious, unconscious, automatic, always on thoughts when you're in the stress response. So they're the ones we need to recycle. The second thing Bruce talks about is hypnosis, and how hypnosis is a really good tool because it gets into the waves that can affect change in your thought process and your brain waves as well. Literally turning off that stress response. Hypnosis is really good. We're in a natural hypnotic state first thing in the morning when we wake, as we're coming out of sleep, and as we go into sleep at night in the theta waves. Now, that's where CDs and online vibrations can really help. And I have used HemiSync myself. The third thing that Bruce talks about is energy psychology. That's what I'm trained in. Tapping is seen as an energy psychology tool. And of course, tapping came from Roger Callahan. And Gary Craig, who created EFT, really brought tapping into the whole public domain, as in anybody could access it. And Gary trained under Roger Callahan. And while Roger had these specific algorithms for specific things, and they are very effective, Gary just said, tap all the points. Don't have specific algorithms, just tap all the meridian points. It's the thought that counts. It's the process that goes with it. And hence how 2-meridian tapping was born, because it marries a bit more of kinesiology, which is also an energy psychology trait, in Bruce's humble opinion, and I would agree with him, because it really touches into the psychology and the vibrational aspects and puts it all together. Now, I'm not a psychologist, but I've done some psychology training. We do psychology in the education training, and I've done basic counselling and other courses as well. And the Science of Happiness, I did a course with them as well. And I've done coaching, and I'm trained in so many things. So I do have aspects of it. But to me, the whole secret of everything is the vibrational aspect and the tapping while thinking in the mode, as it's called. So if you state this is the problem. And then you say, even though this is the problem, right this very second, right now, in the now, I truly am safe, or I truly am okay, or whatever it is. You're literally transforming that problem that you have already just acknowledged to this new vibration right now, because all we have is now. That's scientifically proven. That's neuroscience at its best. And when you change that frequency from this to that, then with the tapping, you're literally tapping in, because biophotonic energy is coming through your fingers with that intention, into your meridian points, down your meridian lines, and then 2 meridian tapping down the yin yangs that go together, which really brings that rounded and grounded approach. That's what I do. That's what works with so many clients. I do that rounded and grounded approach. I help you take those negative subconscious scripts and transform them. And sometimes we don't know what they are, but we get glimpses. And as I talk with you, I get glimpses from you. But even if we don't know what they are, we do know that if you tap while thinking things that are stressing you, or while thinking about what's going on, or even tapping into a new frequency, tapping into a new positive script, while tapping on these meridian points, you are going to raise all of your vibrations to the vibration of that script. We know that. And that transforms what's in your subconscious as well as what's in your conscious realm, because it's all vibrational energy. So we do know that. We do know that people who have had post-traumatic stress disorder and anxiety and overeating issues and so many other things, sleep issues, when they have used tapping, they have managed to transform all their symptoms with lasting effect. And my clients are no different to anybody else's clients using 2 meridian tapping. I have clients who've told me blood pressure levels have lowered while tapping. Sleep has improved. They've overcome bullying issues. They have totally transformed past events that they had spent years in therapy dealing with, using the tapping and through the sessions. Somebody who'd had a car accident and lost total confidence in themselves and the ability to drive, and was recovering from cancer treatment as well, and got transformed. Total turnaround, total different perspective. Everything just seemed to realign. All things are possible. We are a little guitar. Let me use that as an example. I play the guitar, so I'll use it. If you think of it, we're like a guitar. We're full, packed full of trillions and trillions and trillions of vibrational energy strings. And the good news is vibrations can be tuned. And the bad news is vibrations can be tuned and retuned and retuned. So what you have in your environment, as Bruce says, what you surround yourself with, the thoughts you think, the food you eat, the company you keep, the music you play, the exercise you take, everything has an effect on your well-being and on your success in yourself and in your life. So what is it you want to be proactively setting your frequencies to? And come and let me work with you to help you do that. And that will be your ultimate success. Have a good day. Please like and share these posts if you're liking them. Comment on them. Let me know what you think. If you have any queries, you'd like to have a chat, all things are possible. Just get in touch. Thank you.